Tonight we're talking to St Albans City manager Ian Allinson down on the south-west coast, where the Saints have gone down to a 4-1 National League South defeat to Torquay United. It's the second time we've been here, Ian, second time we've lost 4-1, so consistent if nothing else. But there was a time today, after conceding an early goal, we got back to 1-1 and your hopes must have risen.
Yeah, it did. As I say, it was in the end it was a beating, and it could have been a lot more. But I felt in the first half we gifted them a first goal again within the first 5 minutes, something we speak about at length. Got back to 1-1 and then had another really good chance. But then we've again given them a second goal with an own goal from Tom Bender, that is, and we're 2-1 down. And then it could have got quite easily gone 3 and 4. And we didn't really get to grips with the game. I didn't think. Minutes really, apart from that first sort of 15 minutes and probably 10-15 minutes of the second half before they got the third goal. Well, I felt we started off with two good sort of 10-15 minutes, was in the game, and then unfortunately we give poor goals away at poor times. And, we can keep talking about this, but it's something we've got to try and address as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, with what's happened today in terms of some numbers dropping out, it's just caused us a few problems in the shape we've had to play in. But that's football at the end of the day. We have to accept it. We have to accept that on the day we haven't been good enough. We have to accept that they were better than us. I thought the fitness come into it, especially in the second half. And it's been a bit of a tough day in total today in terms of getting up this morning. The car was struggling with a breathing in the family. David Noble then saying he felt really under the weather. So it's been tough. We have to accept it. We have to pick ourselves up. We have to go again, and we have to try and get 3 points at Gloucester on Saturday.
It's difficult to find something that was gone right for us today. You mentioned the thing there about the players dropping out. Got here later than we really wanted to. And of course those first 2 goals, Dean Sned's kick out position to them and they quickly scored from it, and then the own goal as well, which is just one of those things.
Well, we can make excuses, as I say, we never got here till 7, 5 past 7. By the time we got out on the pitch it was 20 past 7, and we had a 15-minute warm-up instead of a 30-minute warm-up or a 35-minute warm-up. So we can't make excuses at the end of the day from that. That's football. It is a long trip to come. Unfortunately, we've had to do it midweek rather than on a Saturday, which would have been a lot easier. But as I say, the one thing I can't do is fault the players for their commitment in terms of endeavour and effort and commitment on the night. We just wasn't good enough football-wise in terms of keeping the ball when we had it and doing the right things at the right time in terms of the defensive side of the duty and keeping our shape, because our shape, I had every player came and spoke to me before the game on the coach in terms of what we expected tonight, what position they were playing in, because we knew we never had time when we was going to get here, and I didn't think we applied ourselves well enough in some of the instructions again that they've been given. At the moment it just seems like some players just want to go and do their own thing. They want to follow the ball, and at times we've got to respect the opposition, and the opposition tonight was better than us.
It's good to see Percy Kianjabeni back in the starting lineup, but he wasn't able to finish the game.
No, it's just a shame because he just twisted. I actually don't think it's the same ankle, but it's the other ankle he's gone and twisted today. But we got 60-65 minutes out of Percy, which is what we were looking to do. We've managed to get 30 more minutes out under Ralston today, which was good. So the fitness, they're not probably lacking now in terms of the injury. It's just getting match fitness back. But we've got loads of games coming up. We've got a tough month. We said that already with Gloucester away, and then I'm not sure how Weymouth or Street got on tonight. We've got them away, and then we've obviously got Truro away. So in terms of the travel and the miles we're doing over the next 2 weeks, it's going to be horrendous in terms of that side of it. Plus we're obviously going to have to train in between that. But we're not going to get back till sort of 3:30 this morning or tomorrow morning, should I say. And then some players have got to get up for work, and then we've got to train Thursday and then go again Saturday at Gloucester. But we expected that when we sign up to this. We know what it's going to be like. They're going to have weeks like we're going to have over the next 7 to 10 days and the next 14 days, as I said there. But it's been tough. It's been tough since Saturday. As I say, I was really disappointed after Saturday because I felt there was a performance there and there was a punch that we let go. But tonight we've well and truly had a backside smack today. But they're a good side. As I said, make no bones about it. I still think by the end of the season they're going to be in that top 2 or 3. I feel by the end of the season. Gary has got a good connection now with his son at Bristol City, which will only help this club. But they've got some good players. They've got strength in depth. And as you see that today, our squad was really a little bit battered by the end of the game. So we've got to get them all back for Saturday. We picked some little niggles up today. Tom Bender was a bad challenge late on, has been caught again. We have to see where he is from that. Get Percy back on. get Jason Banton back in, and get Cal DaCosta back in, which gives us a little bit more strength in depth, and we can go and see if we can pick up 3 points on Saturday.
A couple of weeks ago we were buzzing in 6 wins in in not many more games than that, but now it's 3 straight defeats and it's looking a lot more different.
Yeah, it's always going to be. We've said all along with this league in terms of our performances against Slough and Welling. Did we expect to pick up maximum points there? No, we didn't. Did we expect to pick up points against Dulwich, Chippenham, and obviously Torquay today? Yes, we did. Unfortunately, as I said to you before, we're going through a little bit of a period now where we've got to just get everyone's confidence back on, get them back playing as well as we can, doing the simple things again, and working hard as a group, as a team, and stopping the opposition scoring so many goals. As I've said all along, we've conceded much too many goals already this season. Teams seem to get chances to score goals against us, so we have to work extremely hard to get our chances. So we have to look at that. As I said all along, losing Richard Silva was a blow, but we got away with that for a period with the way David DeHagew and Lewis Knight has come in and defended. Unfortunately, they're going through a little period at the moment where they've made a couple of little mistakes. Their confidence is a little bit low, so we've got to go and build them back up, and then we've got to go and make sure that we go and pick up 3 points, because we've seen already this season. I think we've won 8 and lost 8, and already that season we've lost too many games already. But if we don't draw games and we pick up the 3 points every time we get an opportunity, then it will keep us in and around them playoffs, and that's what we've got to try and aim and do. We've dropped down a bit over the last couple of weeks, but we've got to pick ourselves up with Gloucester this week, as I say. Then we've got the trophy, and then we've got a tough December in terms of, I think, Hemel, Billericay, Wealdstone and Truro. So we know it's not. This league isn't easy. We've said all along it's a tough league. Every team on the day are capable of beating each other, and we've got to make sure that we have a consistency to us. Even if we're not going to win every game, we don't let the opposition win the games as easy as what they've probably done in the last 2 games, and that's something that we have to go and work extremely hard on. Dulwich, in the end, we could have got a draw. Chippenham, we could have got a draw, but we didn't pick anything up, and we've been undone by a little bit of lack of consistency and probably a lack of application in terms of the goals we've conceded. So from that side of it, we have to improve.
This ground, Plainmoor, has changed so much since we last came here in 1980. The score hasn't. It was 4-1 then as well, and I believe you as a player have got an unhappy memory here as well, Ian.
Well, I did score an own goal here. I think it probably in the 89, coming up to the end of my career, but we went on and won the game 3-1, so it was probably the only own goal I scored in my life. But as I say, we went on and won 3-1 in the end. But it has changed a lot, but it's a fantastic stadium, fantastic crowd today. You see what they've got here. But the one thing I have to say is, I think there was 11 people from St Albans made an unbelievable attempt to get here tonight. They got here, they supported the players through thick and thin tonight. It's been a tough night, and I want to thank those 11 supporters because they were outstanding. They kept singing the whole time, got behind the team, and they were great at the end there because they went and shook everyone's hands. And we have to respect what they've done today, because it's not easy to get down here on a Tuesday night. It's not cheap, and they've done the club proud tonight in coming here and supporting these players and supporting them at the end of the night when the players needed a little bit of a lift.
Lovely, thanks so much, Ian. So Saints are back in action this coming Saturday, the 17th of November, when we are away to Gloucester City. That match will be played at Evesham United's ground, that's Cheltenham Road, National League South. Kick-off is at 3 p.m.